start. Dear students, today I am before you with the chapter with the topic Arms and the Man by G.B. Shaw that has been prescribed in your syllabus, paper 501, and it is in unit first. In the previous class video, I had given you the general introduction of Shaw as a dramatist. And today I provide you the critical appreciation of the drama. Hope it will help you a lot in preparing the notes. At the same time, it will give you a better understanding of the drama. Here is it. You know, Arms and the Man is a play by G.B. Shaw. G.B. Shaw is considered the dramatist of ideas. He is the father of the theatre of ideas in England. Shaw appeared on the literary horizon of England at a time when England, rather all Europe, was going through radical changes in all spheres of human thought and activities. This period witnessed the rise of dynamic middle class, democracy, and enormous industrial progress. Religion and dogmas were undermined. Writers abound idealism and they turn to naturalism and realism. With the coming of Marxism, man's attitude towards religion also underwent a change which brought an era of revolt against authority, and thus the temper of the age got anti-heroic and anti-romantic. Shaw grasped all such themes happening in the humanity and presented one problem after another in his dramas. He was not in the mood to make any compromise in wiping out the evils and any dogmatic idea that come on the way to the human. As far Arms and the Man concerns, it also brings out the idea of the dramatist regarding war and love. The drama deals with the theme of war and love, the subjects which have been of perennial interest to mankind. Thousands of plays have been written on the same issues, yet this play remains somewhat different. Shaw has dealt the subject of war and love in this drama in a comic vein and shows the realities about them. Shaw is an anti-romantic, and to him romantic love is an artificial thing, an illusion, and not love in the true sense. Rather, he says love is the result of life force which compels or inspires the man and the woman to come together and fall in love. So, thus, picks the bubble of false romanticism surrounding some of the realities of life. He throws the searchlight on the region on the conventional ideas regarding war and love. The play begins in an atmosphere of romantic melodrama. The beautiful girl named Raina, who has been brought up on the false romanticism, glorification of Byron and Ruskin. She has been lost in beauty of nature and dreaming of chivalrous knights born for war. She does have a romantic feeling of love for Sergius, native soldier. For her, he is the bravest of the brave and worships him like a god. But the reality and truth enter her life in another form. Through Bluntschli, a fugitive soldier from enemy country. He escapes from the war and takes refuge in Rena's house. He is nervous, hungry, exhausted, and sleepy. He is being chased by the soldiers. He doesn't want to take any risk of fleeing further. During his shelter, there begins a dialogue between him and Rena. Bluntschli expresses his idea regarding war, telling that how soldiers carry ambition with them, while experienced soldiers carry chocolates with them. He drives home the truth that provisions of food to the soldiers on the front is as provisions of ammunition to them, as important as the provisions of ammunition to them. He further says her that 9 soldiers out of 10 are fools. He further shocks her, telling that all soldiers are cowards at heart and they are all afraid to die. He wants to defend himself not with a shield but with a lady's cloak. After by the conversation between them comes to an end, Rena's idea regarding the soldiers fighting and romantic adoration of war takes a complete turn, and so is her feeling for Sergius starts germinating within her soul. Bluntschli, on the other hand, is a professional soldier and he has knocked out much of the sentimental humbug about war from her brain. Whatever wrong ideas about war was there in her mind is biologically attracted to this plain and blunt man whom she calls Sir Chocolate Cream Soldier. But the wrong ideas again haunt her mind once Sergius comes back or reappears. But this time he reveals some another secret regarding war before her than ever before. He expresses almost the same concern as of Bluntschli, saying that soldiering, my dear madam, is the coward's art of attacking miserably when you are strong and keeping out of harm when you are weak. This is the whole secret of successful fight. Get your enemy at a disadvantage and never on any account fight him on equal terms. Now Bluntschli and Sergius both blasted the illusion that war war is a whole game of heroes in which the bravest always win victorious. This is the essence of the dramatist Shaw wants to spread. At this juncture, Rena is a little perturbed. There is a scene of romantic love between the two when Sergius returns from the war. Sergius calls his queen his goddess and is responded in the same way. But very soon he finds his love very tiring to be kept up for any length of time. This is because there is no real love between them. Sergius is never able to approach the woman Reina because she is tied up in a wave of illusions. Sergius and Reina are not biologically attracted towards each other. In fact, it is not the life force that establishes love between them. They belong to two different novelists and richest families of Bulgaria, and it seems natural for them to get married. Marriage meant the mating of a beautiful heroine and a handsome hero in lifelong romantic dream. Now Rena realizes that she now Rena realizes that so-called higher love in no love is no love at all. The romantic love has no basis in fact and reality. Rana goes back to her chocolate cream soldier, to whom she had felt instinctively attracted when he came to her being chased by enemy soldiers, hungry and sleepy. Arms and the Man is therefore an anti-romantic comedy as it shows how ridiculous the romantic ideas about war and love are. He establishes and reestablishes that the ideas commonly held by romantic people about war and love are based on fantasy and not on reality. The play ends with the eye opening of Sergius and knowing the truth, resigning from the army and marrying Loca. On the other hand, the same disillusionment leads Rena to marry Bluntschli, the blunt master of reality, who avoids facing bullets but always faces the facts. So, like the other dramas, Opso, Arms and the Man 2 deals with the problem of the mindset of the people, all who takes war at the most human instinct. However, this is the most cruelest inhuman act. In fact, in true sense, Arms and the Man is not only an anti romantic comedy, rather, it is also a very interesting problem play. That's the end. Thank you.